Liver. So let's talk about the liver. This came up during the week, and someone asked me about this. Holly Ross. I don't know who you are, Holly, but thank you for your comments. You asked a good question. You asked a question that is a can of worms. So I'm going to talk about the liver, and I'm going to give a few different videos on this because it's quite a big, complicated topic. I'm going to do it in 3 different ways about the liver. Now, her question was about liver function, how it affects other organs and energy levels. That was what she asked me. So thank you for the question, Holly. I'm going to answer that in 3 different ways. I'm going to look at Chinese medicine, I'm going to look at Western medicine, and then I'm going to look at nutritional medicine and what you can do about it. They're all very big topics, but they're all kind of what I do in the clinic. So I thought this would be a really good opportunity to talk about that. Now, let's talk about the liver in Chinese medicine. This is quite big and complex, and I'm going to start with the 5 elements. So this is an important thing to understand. So you have fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. So this is the liver and the gallbladder, the wood, and the earth is the stomach and the spleen. Now, why is this important and what the hell does this mean? Well, there is a sequence that is about how elements control the one that came before. So there is a system to this, and this is called the 5 elements in Chinese medicine. So what's important here, what I'm going to discuss is the wood and the earth, because this is the most common thing we see in clinic. And this is, the wood is the liver and the gallbladder. So the liver and the gallbladder pair to make the wooden element in Chinese medicine. Now we've all got all of these elements in the body in greater or lesser amounts. And when this is all in harmony, that's when you have health. When this gets out of whack, that's when you start to have problems. So it's a very simple idea, but it's also very complex. A lot of practitioners don't use the 5 elements, but I like it because patients can kind of understand what does it mean to be woody, or too much fire, too much heat, or whatever. It just kind of makes sense in the brain. So this is the liver and gallbladder, and this is the stomach and the spleen. So there's a natural controlling of the wood element into the earth element. So this arrow is going this way. So you think about the analogy that I was taught as a student, what makes sense is you think about the roots of a tree that are growing down into the earth, okay? Wood is supposed to control earth. This is a very normal phenomenon. When the roots grow too deep and too damaging, then it's not natural anymore. Then you have wood controlling the earth, right? So if this gets too big and this gets too weak, then you have an issue. It's too much liver energy. You think about coffee, you think about alcohol, you think about heating foods, processed foods. This all builds the wood energy, and then this invades the earth. And then what does that mean? Well, that means digestive conditions. This means IBS. This means bloating. This means stomach pain. This means bowels going all over the place, because the stomach and the spleen, the earth in Chinese medicine, this is about your digestive system. So yes, it's normal for the woods to control the earth, but you don't want it to over control. The other things about the liver, they have a lot of different characteristics. So it controls blood, and it controls how qi is moving in the body, where the energy is actually going. It controls eyes and the vision. It controls the sinews and the tendons. Sourness is the flavor that the liver responds to. So you think about why things like lemon juice and sour plums are very, very good for the liver. Well, this is why. It thrives on sourness. So if you're craving sour foods, this can also be a sign that your liver is not working as well as we would like it. It also controls sinews and tendons, so attachments and strength in the body. And a lot of the concepts of Chinese medicine come down to strength doesn't come from the muscles, it comes from the strength of the sinews and the tendons, it comes from the liver's energy. So, this is important. If you think about a lot of the issues that I see in clinic in the Western world, too much wood, too much smoking, too much coffee, too much alcohol, too much whatever, and eating on the run, like being busy mums or getting to work or whatever, not having enough time to sit down and actually have a proper meal. That is a problem because the wood's going to control the earth. Then what happens? You get stressed and this affects your earth. And then you have stomach problems, then you have diarrhea, then you have loose bowels, then you have all those kind of other things and the low energy that goes with it. So this is an old school concept, but this is very commonly seen in clinic, and there's a lot of Chinese medicine formulas, herbal formulas based around softening the wood and strengthening the earth. You want to be like a young sapling that blows in the breeze in terms of the wood. You don't want to be like the old gnarled tree that isn't flexible at all, and when they push, it breaks. And by the way, anger is the emotion that affects the liver the most. Isn't that interesting? I'm going to show you a picture of what the liver channel actually looks like. So this is the liver channel, and you can see the access coming on the outside of the foot, running all the way up, affects the genitals. So it also has a lot to do with STDs and any diseases that affect the reproductive system. The liver is quite often involved in that. You can see this small dotted line. This is an internal pathway. So the external pathway goes to right next to where the liver is in Western medicine. Then it sort of branches off here at liver 13 and it goes internally. It connects to the lungs and connects up the neck into the face and runs through the eyes. And that's why it has such a strong correlation with eyes and whatever is going on with your eyes. Dry eyes, itchy eyes, excessive tearing, whatever. It's all liver stuff. It's pretty cool. So this is the digestive system. I use this in clinic quite a lot. And here, I'm going to do more on this when we do the Western stuff, but I just want to show you, when I talk about the yin-yang pairing of the liver and the gallbladder, what the hell that means. Anatomically, this is the gallbladder here, and you can see it's nestled under the liver. So they actually have a very, very strong association. So that's why the gallbladder is paired with the liver. It's one of the reasons. So hopefully that makes some sense. So that's the basic understanding of the liver and the wood elements, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot of formulas in Chinese medicine that are based on harmonizing these two things, like Sha Ya San or Jia Wei Sha Ya San, something that softens the wood and strengthens the earth. That's an important concept to understand because you see that's so common in the clinic in Westerners. It's a very, very common thing. And women present with that a lot, with headaches around the temple area. This is more the gallbladder. Headaches at the top of the head. That's the liver channel. There's an internal branch of the liver that goes to the top of the head, just like we saw in that book over there when I showed you that. So hopefully that makes some sense, and that's a quick little rundown on the Chinese medicine and the liver, what it's about, and then at the end I'll talk about what to do about it. So this is the digestive system. I use this in clinic quite a lot. And here, I'm going to do more on this when we do the Western stuff, but I just want to show you, when I talk about the yin-yang pairing of the liver and the gallbladder, what the hell that means. Anatomically, this is the gallbladder here, and you can see it's nestled under the liver. So they actually have a very, very strong association. So that's why the gallbladder is paired with the liver. It's one of the reasons. So hopefully that makes some sense. So that's the basic understanding of the liver and the wood elements, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot of formulas in Chinese medicine that are based on harmonizing these two things, like Sha Ya San or Jia Wei Sha Ya San, something that softens the wood and strengthens the earth. That's an important concept to understand because you see that's so common in the clinic in Westerners. It's a very, very common thing. And women present with that a lot, with headaches around the temple area. This is more the gallbladder. Headaches at the top of the head. That's the liver channel. There's an internal branch of the liver that goes to the top of the head, just like we saw in that book over there when I showed you that. So hopefully that makes some sense, and that's a quick little rundown on the Chinese medicine and the liver, what it's about, and then at the end I'll talk about what to do about it.